Alright everybody, welcome to another episode of Unique Adventurez. We are out here at Ike Kinswa State Park doing that ruckus campground review, showing you all the sites, or actually some of the sites. I just went down and tried to peek down here. Sites 1 through 41 go this way. They are doing some major construction clearing up of stuff down there. We are not going to be able to go down there. So this review is going to be of sites 42 through 101, and we are going to head that direction. So we're going to give you a little bit of a rundown here. So Ike Kinswa State Park out here outside of Mosseyrock and Cinnabar, if I'm not mistaken, out here in Washington. But look at, this is springtime, look at these trees out here. And I know this is a campground review, but you know, we're getting a good look at what this campground has. And if you like to ride bikes and e-bikes, bicycles, you like to go walking around, there's a lot of stuff to look at around here. I want to say they've got over 2 miles of trails, and obviously you get to walk around and see this. I want to say I saw something about also an interpretive trail hike that they have and they do here as well, which is kind of cool. So this state park is nestled right on the backside of Mayfield Lake, and there is also a river down here that kind of wraps around the side here. I do not know the name of that off the top of my head, but I'm going to leave it right here for you so that you know which river that is. So we are going to be venturing up to sites 42 through 104, I think is what it was. We're going to see if we can get into all of these, but yeah, look at that view. And a little spoiler alert, there's a lot of spots on the backside of this that will give you that view of that water, which is really cool. But we'll have to get to those here in just a little bit. Alright, so hookup sites 42 through 73, that's where we're at this weekend, and then the standard sites is 74 through 101. So here we go, 42 here on our right side here, nice little pull through, looks fairly level, pretty decently sized, but they still have these state campgrounds, they don't necessarily give you that big wide arc for bringing in something really big. I want to say this 25-30 footer here is probably the most you're going to want to do. I want to say it's probably in that 20-25 feet. You might be able to pull in a little bit more there, so just kind of keep that in mind. So you've got sites 43 and 44 right next to each other, tandem spots here. Look good, they're back ends, not too bad. You got the Campo site here, up here on your left. Extra vehicle parking here on your right. And I want to say there's a trail to a little bathroom area that's kind of nestled in the middle here. Got site 46 here on our right hand side here. Not a bad looking site. Another pull through. Looks fairly level for what they've got there. Looks good. 47, little back end site there. That thing goes back there a fair amount of ways there. You can fit something pretty big in there. Pretty nice there. And looks like we got 48 here on our right hand side. Yeah, a little slender there. You don't have a lot of recreation area back there, but you do got your fire pit, which is cool. And 49, little back end spot here. Looking good. Nestled in the trees there. It kind of elevates a little bit there at the end, but you're fitting 30 feet in there all day long. And then this is cabin number 6. I guess it's labeled C6. You can bring some different, you can be in a cabin here. It looks like they got a couple of them back there, and it looks like it's on some water back there too, so that's nice. Cabin number 7 there, looking good. Site 52 here, not too bad. Nice and level there. Goes back, nestled in those trees. Like that about this park. Get those overgrown mossy trees and stuff like that. That's cool. So cabins 1 through 5 down on the backside here. You know what? Let's just go. Campsite review, cabin review. We'll show you this little loop here. A couple of cool little cabins there right on that body of water there. I want to say that's the river. I will let you know. Pinecone Lodge here. I'm assuming this is another one of those cabins. You got the Cowlitz one here on the end. Got the backwoods. These are pretty cool little cabins back here. This is cool. It gives everybody a way to come experience the outdoors and experience some camping. Even if you don't have all the gear to be able to do it, you can still come out and make those memories in places like this, which is awesome to see at the state park level. So kudos to them for that. Looks good. Let's continue on our way. NC8, there's the ducking in. I love the name. Site 54 here. Fairly flat, fairly level, goes back. The only thing with this spot and those other spots there is that you're opening up right into the road here. So if somebody's walking by, they're seeing your campground, they're seeing what you're doing. So that's kind of a bummer, but you know, is what it is. So these pull-throughs on the backside here will give you a little bit more privacy. You got 56, fairly level here. Looks like it'd be fairly easy to get into, and actually scratch that. This was, I want to say this was the guy I saw coming in last night, and to get his trailer backed in here, he was contending with this tree here, and it did make it a little bit difficult. He's got it by about 25 feet or so, so anything over that 25-foot range, you may have a little bit of issue, you know, hooking that corner, maybe not, but so definitely something to think about. 57 here, pull through. Yeah, I love these pull-throughs that open up into this back area here, which is nice. Everybody wants to be on camera this morning. We got site 59 here, nice little pull-through. Opens up. And site number 58. Little back-end spot there. That site there goes back there pretty far. You're easily 30, 40 feet in there. Got a good angle. And then you got site number 60. And 60 is another little pull through. Looks like you got a little trail to walk down there all the way through. That's kind of cool. So site number 60, pull through. It's a little bit more shallow. You know, you're probably fitting 25 feet in there, so I'm not sure. Go with whatever the site says, but it definitely looks a little short there. 61, little back end number here. Not too bad. This is a handicapped one here, so you can't, you know, have to be handicapped being into those sites. This one here, I like this one. This has got a more wider pull through here. 62. You're definitely going to be able to fit something a little bit bigger there. Got a nice little livable area out there. And we're coming up to number 63. If you haven't recognized this rig, this is our rig. This is the Unique Adventurez rig out here. We're occupying site 63. This is 30 plus feet. We're 30 feet. You might be able to get another 5 feet in here if you jockeyed your trucking backwards. And I could have gone backwards more on the pad. But the layout of this campsite was actually pretty cool. It's got a nice little livable area there in the back and a little trail that kind of dips off for just a minute. But, you know, it's pretty cool. We're liking it so far. And I love these, like I said, these overgrown mossy trees and stuff back here. Which makes for some good landscape. So, 64. Little back end number there. We saw somebody in that one last night. They were in that 20, 25 foot range. You might be able to get 30 in there, but once again, your livable area, you're opening up to the road there, which is, it is what it is. 65. Nice little pull through here. A little bit of opening there. Not bad. Remember, these are all hookups with water and power. They do have the dump station there at the beginning, but I don't think anything here is full hookup. 66, that goes back a little ways there, but you do have a little bit of hill to contest with, so if you are fairly long, you're going to bury that jack there a little bit there, so just a little word to the wise there on that. 67. See, yeah, I mean, the arc is long, but it's just not very wide. I'm not sure how much bigger you're fitting in there than that. Plus, with having a slide, you'd have to watch out for all these posts and stuff here. So, kind of like how these guys are doing it. They've got their slide actually before the post and stuff to try and avoid having to play with that. So, yeah, I mean, you might be able to do 30 feet into these, but, it's not going to be as easy. So, that's site 68 there. And the cool thing is now you're starting, these ones on the outside here they're up elevated enough where you're going to get a little bit of water view, which is kind of cool. I don't know if you can see it back there, but you got a little view of the water, which is nice. 69. Yeah, you're probably in that 25-30 foot range, but it looks like it drops way off the deep side there after the bumper for, the curb bumper back there. That's what it looks like anyway. So we got site number 70. These guys out here having a good time here. Got the cargo trailer, getting that good view. Little pull through there. Number 71, another little back end site. Yeah, not bad. You may have to contend with this tree a little bit to open your awning up all the way, but I like how it's big and open here in the middle for, just hanging out by the fire and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Oh, water spigot. 72. Big motorhome there. Occupying that. Looks fairly level. Goes back. Once again, you're opening your livable side up to the street. And 73. This guy's got a 30 footer in here. Got her nudged in there pretty good. And like I said, you're going to open to that water view. We're going to get to some more sites here in just a minute that also open up to some water, which will be kind of cool as well. So that's the hookup side. Now we're going to go to the standard side, and we're going to go review these two sites here, and then we're going to go through the other side of the fence here. 74. I'm pretty sure, I mean, you could probably fit, man, these trees, I don't know, man. I'd keep it a little bit smaller into this one. Do whatever the site tells you, but these trees, they'd get me a little nervous, but that's just me. 75, and I don't think 74, 75, these do not have hookups or anything like that. Nice little pull through there. 75, getting a little bit of that water view there, which is nice. Alright, now we're going to go on the other side here. So 76. Another pull through. Now everything, like I said, everything from here up is going to be no hookups, no nothing. Run what you brung. There are going to be spots where you can get water along the way, which will be nice. But you better have all your facilities out here. You better have power, have your water full, make sure you have electricity, all the things. So 76, nice little pull through. 77, this is a very deep back end site there, that goes back there a long ways. Looks pretty level too. 78, I'm starting to like these. You're not fitting anything too terribly big. That arc really stinks. I don't think, you know, go with whatever the site says, but these trees, I don't know about these. You know, I don't think I would take my trailer into 78 here. It's just, I don't feel comfortable with that. But if you can get in here, you're gonna get a nice view of some water there out the back there, which would be nice. 79. Nice little spot there. Nice and level here. Everything looks fairly decently leveled, which is nice. There's your potable water right there. Got site number 80 pull through. And not as much view of the water there. Site number 81. These back ends go back a while. It's got a little bit of a grade up there, so, but not bad. You got 78 here. Not 78, 72. 72. Little pull around here. See, and I like this spot here because you're blocked in on both sides here. You're gonna get your recreation area. You're gonna have a little bit more privacy, but you're not gonna have the water, you know, power. You're not gonna have those things right readily available. So if you can get around it, you're good to go. 84 here. Yeah, these arcs are just kind of weird. Yeah, I mean, you could probably do 25, 30 in there. You're just gonna have to be careful. 83. Yeah, you're 30 feet in there plus. You know, the back end sites are pretty good. These pull-throughs are going to be a little tricky. 85. You're going to start opening up into that water view again, which is nice. This arc goes a little bit longer here. I think you'd be more reasonable to get 30, 35 in there. It'd be a little bit easier. 86. Kind of elevates there at the end. But look what you're getting. You can get your rig into here. I mean, I'm assuming there's probably a little walking trail where you can sit and watch the, you know, watch the river, or I want to say it's probably the river, and then you'll get the sunset over that side too, which would be fantastic. Also, make sure if you're getting value out of this, make sure to hit that like button. It doesn't cost you anything to do that. Give us a thumbs up. Helps us get our content out to more people. Make sure you're subscribed if you're getting some out of this and you want to see more of these. We try to do these at every campground we go to, and we're going to be doing a ton of these this year. So make sure you're supporting us in the right way there. So we appreciate all of it. Site number 87, back in, kind of drops off the back side there after the bumper. But you're probably fitting 25 feet in there. It's not as long as some of those other ones back there, so kind of keep that in mind. 88, pull through, very wide angle here, but looks pretty good. You could probably get something a little bit bigger in there. You're still gonna have to be careful. You know, do what the site tells you to do with some of these spots here, because they do look a little bit tricky. 89, nice spot there. Got a little grassy area there, fairly level. It's not terribly deep. You could probably get 30 feet in there though, I would say. But this is a gorgeous park. 90 here, looking good. Nice wide arc there. I really like this park. I can see why this is a sought after state park to come to. And I love having these different options of being able to come camp. Your full hookup. If you don't need full hookup, you can get into some of these other sites, which is a bonus. These sites right now are closed during the winter time. You know, we just kind of snuck in here to give you guys this review content. So, you know, we're out here doing stuff for you. So, site number 91 there, a little back end spot. Not terribly deep back there though. Kind of keep an eye out for that. But you got a little grassy area. Plus, I think you've got the bathrooms right there, so kind of keep that in mind. If you're centrally around the bathroom, you're going to attract a lot more traffic, just the way it is, so just kind of keep that in mind. Site number 92 here. Getting a little bit of water view. Pull through. 93. Site kind of like a, it's a back inside. I thought maybe it dipped around the corner there, but you know, once again, you're gonna be living out here. A lot of traffic on that back side of 93 there. 94, 95. These sites here look to be pretty freaking amazing if you can fit in here. They're not very wide. They're definitely long enough. And we noticed that too with ours, with our slides and stuff. We really had to hug, you know, the driver's side here to be able to throw enough out and to be able to use a little bit on the other side. So just kind of keep that in mind. But if you can fit into 94 or 95, I just was looking at this a couple minutes ago. 95, coming back here, looks like you got a communal party area back here. But I'm not going to get off the bike. But you got a little trail back here. You got all the water to see back here, which is nice. I really, really like this 94, 95. You're going to miss a little bit with privacy, but you're going to get a great view of some water back there. So, you know, good with the bad. All right. 96 is a pull through. Got a little opening back here. Yeah, 96. This is another great spot where you're going to open right up into the water there. '97. Nice level back in sight there. Looks good. Very wooded over here for sure. 98. Pull through. You're going to start getting onto the backside of the other loop of campers. So that's the only thing with this loop and the starting of like the 40s and 50s. On the pull through side, you guys are going to be looking at each other. So also keep that in mind when you're down here. But the sites look fairly level, which is good. 99. Little back in sight there. Now if there are cars parked here, backing up into this is not going to be the easiest to challenge. Now I'm assuming only on very busy weekends are you going to have a lot of extra vehicles down here, but it is definitely something to keep in mind with number 99 there. We got 100 handicap spot. Pull through. Once again, you're opening right up into 42. Just kind of keep that in mind. But nice little paved area there for, you know, your recreation area there with your fire pit and stuff. So that's cool. And you got site 101 back in sight here. This looks fairly wide, which I like. It's going to make it a lot easier to put one slide out, be able to put an awning out. Not a bad site. And ladies and gentlemen, that is sites 41 through 101. We just gave you guys like 50, 60 sites worth of content. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. This park is really good. You got some fishing, you got some hiking, you got some biking. You can do all the things out here, and I bet with all this tree cover in the summertime, this is a great spot to be to kind of cool down and chill out and stuff like that. So that's it. Ike Kinswa Ruckus Review. We are done. Make sure you check the playlist in the bottom here. If you want to see some of the other places we've been, we put a list of all the places that we've been and we've done these reviews at. And until then, we'll see you guys in the next adventure.